What's up, you guys? Brandon here with Beard Guy EDC, coming back at you guys with another video today. So today we're actually going to be looking at the Nagao Higonokami. So this is a Japanese folder. It's made traditionally in Japan with a sanmai 3-layered steel. So it actually has the carbon steel sandwiched between some mild steel on the outside. The mild steel is a coating on both sides, sandwiching the carbon steel that's going down the middle. So the carbon steel is what pokes out on the bottom. So when you hold the knife, you'll see there'll be the mild steel, and then down bottom you'll see the shiny portion, and that will be the carbon steel. So the carbon steel is much harder, and it's a lot more suited for the edge of the knife. Up top, where you're not going to be hitting anything, you don't need the hardness. So the mild steel helps to keep the blade from getting corrosion on it or getting damaged. It's pretty cool to have that with the 3-layered steel on such a cheap folder. Like I said, they're forged in Japan. Pretty cool little knives. So let's jump in, and you guys are going to see the Nagao Higonokami. So this is going to be the 3-inch 07BL. That's the model number for this knife. So it's 3-inch blade, 07BL because of the black stainless steel handle. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Stay tuned for more. All right, you guys. So today we're going to be having a look at a bit of a different knife. This one is actually known as the Nagao Higonokami. So this is a Japanese friction folder. I guess it would be the equivalent of kind of like a peasant knife over in Japan. It's just a very common knife that's been around for a long time, I believe since the 1800s. And it's just kind of one of those knives that is carried by everyone over there. It's a cheap knife that they use it for sharpening pencils and opening letters, all kinds of stuff. So we'll open up this guy and show you what it looks like. So we have some Japanese writing on here. How well you can see it on the camera. As I said, it's a friction folder, so you just have a little rivet going through there, some copper brass washers there, and it's all just kind of hammered in together. There you go. A little bit of oil on the blade. It's a reverse tanto. So this is a sanmai, meaning there's 3 layers to the steel. I don't know if you can see the line right around here, down bottom. You can see where the carbon steel is, and then you have your coated steel on the outside. So there's 3 layers of steel there. The inside would be the carbon steel, and that's where you get your nice hardness for your edge. It's a pretty sharp little knife. I've touched it up a couple times on the stones and stropped it off, so it's not too bad. The action on this one's a little stiff, so that's my fault primarily because I don't really use it enough. They kind of wear in over time. I bought this knife more as a collection piece or a show piece, I guess you would call it. So I don't carry it every day. The action's a little stiff on it, but I kind of like it a little stiff because it stays open better. And one of the good things about this knife is the tang right here. When you're holding the knife, your thumb is on that tang, so even though this knife doesn't lock, it's not really going to close because you're holding the blade open. Now, if you're holding the side, yes, the blade can close. But as long as your thumb is on that tang, you don't really have any worries about the blade closing on you. It doesn't work great for opening the knife. You can one-hand it, but it's not the easiest, especially where this action's a little stiff. It's a very simple knife, but I really appreciate that. It's just a stainless steel housing handle here. It's just folded over with a lanyard hole. And as I said, you have your rivet hammered in. Very simple. And if it ever does loosen up over time and get a little bit too loose for me, well, I can just lay it down and take a hammer, and it'll just tighten that right back up, and no more issues. Right now, like I said, this one's really tight, so I haven't had to do that. I don't use this knife a lot. It doesn't get carried a lot. It just kind of stays in the collection. I bought it mostly because I just like the way it looks, and I like the history behind it. Supposedly, these knives are all handmade in Japan by the Higonokami family. They are supposedly the family who designed them, and they've been making them since the 1800s, the late 1800s, early 1900s. And yeah, he's keeping the tradition going. As far as I know, he's still alive and still making these knives. They're great little folders. And like I said, it's just a cool bit of history, just to know that these have been around for so long and so many people in Japan have them. I really like the reverse tanto. It kind of reminds me of like a a miniature samurai sword, or a pocket samurai, I guess you would call it. It's a very small knife and sleek. Good for a businessman. You could fit it in your front pocket and nobody would ever see it there. It's definitely doesn't take up a whole lot of pocket real estate. It's small and it's very lightweight. This one is the 3-inch blade. You can get them in many other blade lengths. I have another one actually that's only about this big when it's opened. It's Damascus with copper. I should probably do a video on that one soon actually, but for now we'll just focus on the big guy. As I said, it's got a 3-layer steel, so it's pretty cool. It's definitely a Japanese traditional knife. I'm very happy with this knife. It's everything I wanted. I got it, like I said, just a showpiece, just to have in the collection. And I'm very happy to have it. I like the little cutout here, too. So if you did want to pull the blade out, you can two-hand it. You don't have to one-hand it with the tang there. It's honestly a little bit dangerous to one-hand these knives because they're a little bit unpredictable and they can sometimes pop out and they'll nick you. Trust me, it's sharp. It can nick you. Just wanted to chat about the Higonokami and just the history behind it a little bit, just because I find them interesting. I've had this knife 1.5 to 2 years probably, and like I said, I've carried it maybe 2 or 3 times since I've got it. I got it just as a collection piece, and I freaking love it for that. It's a great little conversation starter when I do carry it. People always ask about it, where's that from, and the Japanese writing is pretty interesting. If anybody wants to translate the Japanese writing for me, that'd be cool. I'm pretty sure it says something about Higonokami garden, I think, is the furthest I got to translating it. But yeah, if anybody can translate Japanese, let me know. And as well as on the blade. So that's all we're going to talk about today for the Nagao Higonokami. Plant him down. And as always, a little pocket check for you guys. So today, I'm carrying my Lumentop tool, AA. Great flashlight. I have the 14500 battery in it, rechargeable, so it's pretty awesome. For my primary folder today, I have the Tucson TS255. Wonderful action on that guy. I actually just serviced him last night. That's why I have the universal oil and alcohol back there. So this guy's serviced up and running smooth. Secondary carry, Benchmade mini bug out. Love this knife. Amazing. And I think that's it for the day. I'm carrying pretty light. I was just at the gym, so came back to film this video for you guys. As always, I hope you enjoy the content. Stay tuned for more. I apologize for last week. I had a shitload of technical difficulties. I had a bunch of content filmed, and I lost it all. So that was an unfortunate event. I couldn't edit what I didn't have, so thankfully this week I'm going to get a video out for you guys. So like I said, I just wanted to have a quick little chat about this cool little Japanese folder. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, take her easy and have a great day.